I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it and dependent on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. Philosophy is written in this grand book, the universe, which stands continually open to our gaze. But the book cannot be understood unless one first learns to comprehend the language and read the letters in which it is composed. I think that in the discussion of natural problems we ought to begin not with the scriptures, but with experiments, and demonstrations. The nature of the human mind is such that unless it is stimulated by images of things acting upon it from without, all remembrance of them passes easily away. Let the wife make the husband glad to come home, and let him make her sorry to see him leave. My heart, which is so full to overflowing, has often been solaced and refreshed by music when sick and weary. There is no more lovely, friendly and charming relationship, communion or company than a good marriage. First I shake the whole apple tree, that the ripest might fall. Then I climb the tree and shake each limb, and then each branch and then each twig, and then I look under each leaf. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep, I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. How should a man be capable of grooming his own horse, or of furbishing his own spear and helmet, if he allows himself to become unaccustomed to tending even his own person, which is his most treasured belonging? For my own part, I would rather excel in knowledge of the highest secrets of philosophy than in arms. Shall I, that have destroyed my preservers, return home? Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. It is the obvious which is so difficult to see most of the time. People say it's as plain as the nose on your face. But how much of the nose on your face can you see, unless someone holds a mirror up to you? I have studied many philosophers and many cats. The wisdom of cats is infinitely superior. There is only one way to avoid criticism: do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Poets are the sense, philosophers the intelligence of humanity. The beginning is the most important part of the work. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Make the best use of what's in your power and take the rest as it happens. He has half the deed is done who has made a beginning. Big results require big ambitions. I have studied many philosophers and many cats. The wisdom of cats is infinitely superior. Nothing is more active than thought, for it travels over the universe, and nothing is stronger than necessity, for all must submit to it. The worst of all deceptions is self-deception. Time is the wisest of all things that are, for it brings everything to light. Nothing exists except atoms and empty space, everything else is just opinion. It is hard to fight desire, but to control it is the sign of a reasonable man. One thing I know is that I know nothing. This is the source of my wisdom. False words are not only evil themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Worthless people live only to eat and drink, people of worth eat and drink only to live.